And the sanctions that followed have as well. And in total, they have upended the world economy. The post-World War II economic order, the system that guaranteed prosperity in the West for more than 80 years, is coming apart very fast, and along with it, the dominance of the U.S. dollar. These are not small changes. They are history-altering developments. They will define the lives of our grandchildren. Most of the world understands this perfectly well. They can see it. Ask anyone in Asia or the Middle East what the future looks like. And yet the populations of the English-speaking countries seem mostly unaware. They think that as nothing has really changed. And they think that because no one has told them the truth. Their media outlets are corrupt. They lie to their readers and viewers. And they do that mostly by omission. For example, since the day the war in Ukraine began, American media outlets have spoken to scores of people from Ukraine, and they have done scores of interviews with Ukrainian President Zelensky. We ourselves have put in a request for an interview with Zelensky, and we hope he accepts. But the interviews he's already done in the United States are not traditional interviews. They are fawning pep sessions specifically designed to amplify Zelensky's demand that the U.S. enter more deeply into a war in Eastern Europe and pay for it.
All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ha, Rakat Kodash, double honors to our apostle elders, which rule great millstone well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa above all. So, as you can see, this Tucker Carlson, he's telling you some truth, but he's also deceiving you. He's telling you that the media lied to you, all right, which is true, but he's also a part of the media, all right? That's why he has the ability to get an interview with the Russian president, okay? You got to be connected in a certain way to get those kind of interviews, all right? But he was telling the truth by saying that the media lies to you, all right? They tell you peace is safety, but in reality, we're about to see sudden destruction, okay? And not all of us, because there's a remnant of the nation of Israel that is here in America. And the Lord is going to deliver that remnant, all right, because they're ordained to be saved. Isaiah 1 verse 9, except Yahweh of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. I want to see what the NLT says. It says, if the Lord Yahweh of heaven's armies had not spared a few of us, we would have been wiped out like Sodom, destroyed like Gomorrah. See, but the Lord preserved elect men. The elect men, all right, they're being preserved as an act of mercy from Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai, which Yahweh Shai was the sacrifice, the payment for those elect men. That's why it says in Matthew 24, when it talks about the salvation of the elect, it says, it says in verse 21, Yahweh Shai says, for then shall there be great tribulation, which is going to be kicked off by the implantable microchip becoming mandatory for buying and selling. And this is the so-called white races, starting with their elite way of trying to keep power because they're losing power. All right, it's the end of their power. It says, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So this is going to be a time like no other time on earth. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. So it's going to be a very violent time. But for the elect's sake, those men, those 144,000 elect men that have been ordained to be saved, those days shall be shortened. All right. Now I'm going to jump down to where the salvation of the elect is. In verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. All right? Which he's going to destroy them that are left behind, including the heathen, which they were ordained for this judgment. It tells you the devil and his angels, this judgment was created for them. But 2/3 reprobates are going to be left here to suffer the fate of a heathen. All right? But after this, there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth, a new ruling class and a new serving class. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. So this way of life is going to go away, and a new way of life, which is the old good way of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, which you find in the scriptures. The way is the law that is given to us from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and it was given to the Israelites. The Israelites today are under the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and they are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. All right, it says, and there was no more sea. There's not going to be a melting pot like in America no more. All right, every nation's going to be separated. All right, it says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride ordained for her husband, which says this is our salvation, and it's going to be strange to our enemies.